Hey guys, Czar, back with you. About to get into another trade. Got 3 trades today after waiting many hours, and now I'm looking for another one potentially right here above. Just over on my own platform, looking now above market action, right there, a break. This candle breaks itself. Super tight stop. Not giving this thing any room at all. It'll be a quick loser. If a loser at all. If it's going to lose, it'll lose fairly quickly. And this is a 2R, looking for a 2R here, guys. 50 points on the Dow. This would be a zone break. It's an extended move. That concerns me a little bit. There's no question about it. This thing's gone all the way up. I just took a long here. 45-point win here in for a long, and now looking to take another one potentially. But after this pullback, right? So I'm going to show you the 1 minute. See what's happening here. All right, my order is set. Above the market here. I actually really like that pullback. I'd like to see some more. If we can tap the 20, I'd be even happier. So guys, this is a situation where I sat through all of London, took 0 trades. I sat through the first several hours of New York when everybody seemed to be grinding it out. I know, because I follow traders, and I got a bunch that stay in contact with me, grinding and trying to get trades on the open, and during a contracting move, which I sent out to my group, and when you try to manufacture trades in a market that doesn't want to cooperate, you just end up losing money. It's that simple. And you might even get lucky on a particular day, and you may even get 2, 3, 4 trades in a really, really bad market. And that's really the luck of the draw. Sometimes you can do that and get away with it. But at the end of the day, the vast majority of the time, you'll end up losing, getting hurt by doing that. And so I did nothing for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and all of a sudden I took 3 trades in a row. I got lucky. All 3 of them were winners, and now I'm looking at my 4th. This one could be a loser, but if we get tagged in here, we just don't know. But my point is that things can turn around even very quickly, even on days when it seems like there's nothing there for you. And that's what it felt like to me. And now I'm 3 trades deep and working on my 4th, right? And I'm not looking for more trades. These are setups, and if your setups show up, then we get up. I'll say that again. If your setups show up, we get up. I will confess I made that up right now, but that sounded okay. When you've been sitting in front of the charts for this many hours, anything is interesting. Anything gets interesting to you. Because you just need a little bit of entertainment. Sometimes you have to entertain yourself. Trading can be a lonely endeavor. You'll notice those markers disappeared from TradingView. Give it a second, they'll come flying back, and boom. It's been doing that a lot lately. I'm not sure why. Ever since the last update on the desktop. This is a desktop model, by the way, a web model, I guess. web version. The version of web or desktop. Interestingly enough, even with this significant, fairly significant move up that you see here on the 30-minute chart, we're still down 12 points on the futures today. We're still down 12 points on the futures today. All right, guys, here we go. This thing's reloading. I was tempted to start the first position here and then take a second one here if we got there, but I wasn't in time. I was too busy chatting. Here we go. And I'm in, guys. Just got tagged in. So this mark is actually a little bit lower in my account. There was a little bit of difference. So right there I got tagged. Like I said in my last trade, and regretting it right away. Given that big candle. But we'll see here how this goes. Target is 175. Just gonna check. Yeah, okay, I'm good. 175. 2 to 1, guys. Risking 1 to make 2. And now it's the waiting game. To our ratio, targeting 50 points, risking 25. It's 2:10 p.m. Can't say I'm loving that pullback. That rejection wick is not a pretty thing. Okay. This could be a 1-hour loss. That's fine. We're way ahead today. Don't mind giving an hour back. This is a good trade setup. It's a legitimate trade setup, so I'm happy with it. I apologize for the raspy voice, guys. Here's a little dry in here. I do run a couple of humidifiers, but my office door is closed for most of the day, and so it sometimes dries up a little bit in here during the colder days in particular. And I get a kind of a raspy tone to my voice, so I do apologize. I've also been talking a lot, whether it's the videos that for trade videos, but also other content that I create for my group that requires speaking and editing and so on. Alright guys, for your sake I'm going to put you on pause and I'll bring you back for how this thing develops. Alright, pause now. And guys, I'm back and pushing up a little bit here. Obviously it has a lot more work to do. Just checking in with you. I'll put you back on pause. Still trying to push up, rejecting a little bit here. What I'm going to show you though is the three sisters. This is the NASDAQ, the S&P, and the Dow. You can see all three of them are doing very much the same thing, almost identical as a matter of fact. And that's good to see. If you're in a trade, for instance, on one of these, is to see that there's a concerted effort amongst all participants in the U.S. equity markets, whether that be the tech-heavy NASDAQ, the 500 stock largest companies in the S&P, and then the Dow 30 industrials. We're trading the Dow, but I'm loving the backing of all these participants who are thinking the same thing. Now you'll see this, all three of them are pulling back at the same time. All three of them are extended from their 20 EMA, so pulling back and actually tagging that EMA is absolutely normal market behavior. The amateur trader would begin to panic and think that this is a full-blown reversal, and it might be. It absolutely might be, because full-blown reversals start the same way, right? With a pullback. But it's also expected once there's been extension. You'll see all the way along here, price action rallies and pulls back, rallies, pulls back, rallies, pulls back, rally, pull back, rally, pull back, rally. And now we got this big space in here, right? Nothing wrong with expecting this space to be closed, or at least to be reduced by some margin. And that's what we're in the process of seeing now. This is what it looks like on our trading screen. You see the pullback there. And so very likely to come back to our entry point and maybe even beyond. It could come all the way back and stop us out for that matter. But the point is that it's to be expected, right? The goal for us, of course, is to see this market pull back in an orderly way, and then for fresh buyers to come in, for this trend to continue. In other words, a fresh impulse move, a fresh impulse wave over here. And there's no guarantees that that is going to happen. But that's what's hoped for here now that we've had this breakout, and break and close, pull back, and then break above, right? In a perfect world, for our trade idea to work, is for this momentum to continue higher here in the afternoon at 2:20 p.m., 2:19 to be precise. All right, so pulling back now, we're about to tap the 20 EMA. It never feels good when we had this much profit to watch it all evaporate, but it's all part of the process if it's going to go our way. If it's not, we'll get stopped out and take a hit. And on a day like this, it's absolutely very feasible that this is going to come back and stop us out, or stop me out here, given the way this market's been moving. Here it comes. Let's see if and when it's going to find any kind of support here. We'll watch it together. Tap the 20. Again, what I'd like to see is this to turn white, this candle to flip up and turn white, and then to get back to prior highs. But again, no guarantees on that. Ten seconds left in this candle. Bringing you back to the Three Sisters, you see all three have now tagged and even surpassed their 20 EMA. I don't love that the S&P and the Dow closed below the 20. As a matter of fact, the NASDAQ basically did too, closed right on it. But now the NASDAQ has made a higher high candle on the 1 minute. We did not on the S&P, and we did not on the Dow. And the Dow, of course, is the one that we're trading, looking the weakest at this point. Do you see it? Tall white candle broke the previous high. Short white candle didn't break the previous high. This was a blue candle a minute ago, and now it's become white. Here's that fresh buying I was talking about. And now we just need it to become sustained to bring us back to prior highs. Impulse, corrective, and in the perfect world, impulse. Right. I was saying here is, I had it on the wrong screen, but I was saying impulse, corrective, and then potentially impulse if in a perfect world. I still got to get better at moving those screens over, because I'm manipulating my screens on TradingView here. I need to make sure that I track it with my OBS software, which I've clearly not yet mastered. Too many moving parts. I'm also watching my Telegram group at all times and my Twitter channel. So there's other stuff going on here. All right, watching now. A little bit of a resurgence of some buying here. That's what we're hoping for, right? If this is going to turn and come on down, we likely won't make a new high, and we'll just round over and sell off down here, breaking the structure here. And looks like that might be what's going to happen here. Three sisters, see that? Up, up. Dow's looking the weakest again. About to break the low. And broken. So that's what we didn't want. NAS is holding up. Still alive for now, but not by much. I think this one's going to be a loss. I haven't taken one in a while, and this one feels like it's going to be it. We'll see. Been so choosy on my setups of late, taking fewer and fewer trades in messy markets and with the VIX below 20, and so my win rate has actually been quite high, but fewer trades, right? So it's sort of a trade-off. Not really, actually, in terms of profitability, because if you're not taking losses, you also have to offset those, if that makes sense. I'm sure it does. But this might be our or my 1 hour loss today. On a very profitable day, so I'm okay with it. We'll see. Just a feeling. We didn't see that quick rebound to previous highs. It was fairly orderly though. It was a very nice pullback. I'm comfortable with that type. But what's happened since is what I'm not loving here. Right here, this was an orderly pullback, right? What's happened since is what I'm not loving here so far. Patiently though, patiently waiting. It's 225. Yeah, that's not the most pleasant action right there. I think we need to get stopped out here. This will be a 1 hour loss, and almost out, guys. Almost out. Ready for it? Ready, amped out. There it is. Thanks for joining me, guys. There's a 1 hour loss to add to our tally today, or to take away from our tally today. It's been a very profitable day nonetheless, even with that loss. And that's what running a trading business is all about, of course. This is a routine expense in an ongoing business practice. It's absolutely essential in trading. We've taken very few losses lately, which is nice when it happens, but I will sometimes take 2, 3, 4, rarely 5 losses in a row, but sometimes 2, 3, 4 losses in a row, 3 losses in a row more often, rarely 4 losses in a row, but it does happen. And that is trading. So -1 on this one, guys. Thanks for joining me. Maybe I'll see you during Power Hour, or I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again. Take care now. Bye-bye.